I think I got it. We shall see. I think I fixed the thingy there. Yes, I did. Huh? I can probably hear you. Okay, let me see. Let me go get on the channel and all that sort of stuff. There we go. Let's see if it fires up. Make sure that it actually starts streaming before I act like it starts streaming. It's like a leap of faith. You just start talking at the camera, and who even knows? Uh-oh. There we go. We got an echo. Huh? I got the window open somewhere. There it is. Go away. Okay, let me see. Okay, I got like multiple windows open apparently. There we go. All right, there's that. See if it fires up. We got to get rid of that. Make sure that it actually starts streaming before I act like it starts streaming. It's like a leap of faith. You just start talking at the camera, and who even knows? Uh-oh. There it is. There's the other one. Got to kill all the windows that I have myself open in. And there we go. And that was Nightbot. All right, I think, is it streaming? That's there. That's there. Such a noob. Why is this not appearing? Play and mute. Aha! Aha! I've got it. I still don't know why I look so deathly pale. It looks good on there. I know, you like the new background? Check out the new background. I've got like charts and graphs and oh, look at the light, apparently. I've got charts and graphs. I got it off of the Kerbal Space Twitter program, the official Twitter. This is one of the things they're releasing for the new version, I think. Maybe. Let's minimize that. I think I have Kerbal Space Program up. Yes. All right, we're going to give it a couple minutes for people to come in like we usually do. And let's see. Wow, there's only like 10 people here. I don't know why it hasn't updated over there yet, but that's okay. And Nightbot's going. The timer's on. Dude, Slim, what's going on, man? How's it going? I am getting ready to go here. I'm always a couple minutes late. It's so terrible. I'm like going live at 8 o'clock like it's some sort of a fancy thing, and then I need like an official mission controller helmet, or I'll wear a... I'm not going to wear a tie. Like a shirt and tie. Maybe... Does anybody know what headphone they actually use like at mission control? Could I get something that NASA actually uses? What's up, Corn Chips? Welcome. We're just giving it a couple minutes for some people to come in here, trickling. Because, like, on the stream over there, I look, like, sickly and pale, but on my feed... Spaceman Spiff! Dude, retired Army. Everybody's coming in fast. How's it going, everybody? Did I miss anybody? I got Sickly, I got Slim, I got Icebox, Spiff, Corn Chips, retired Army. All the people who have said something in chat so far. Let me see who else is here. We are just doing our normal thing. Wow. Chocomole showed up. Excellent. Hello, Chocomole. Oh, I was going to, like, turn around and say hello, Chocomole, but I could have just said it to the camera. Addle, paging Addle, are you here, or are you just idling in my channel again with your IRC client like you usually do? Bob is here. I will continue to see who's coming in, and we're going to give it another 4 minutes or so here. Yes. And see what we got going on. This evening I'm going to be doing a advanced station construction. So we're going to be talking about space stations that actually don't take one launch, that take more than one launch to put together. And we're going to talk about how to get those things lined up correctly so they look good. We're going to talk about different techniques for docking the parts together, using tugs, using little construction robot sorts of things, or just making the modules self-propelled. We have a lot of different options there. Those are the three I'm going to try to go over. And basically, we're going to do 3 or 4 launches. Again, since we're going to be going to the station repeatedly, doing sort of an orbital construction sort of thing, we're also going to be reviewing building the lifters, doing the launch profile, doing a rendezvous. I'm going to be going for a lot of direct rendezvous here tonight to make it fast. Wait, what? I'm like trying to... I shouldn't be reading chat while I'm trying to talk, because then I read it and I'm like, you have a new outfit? You're going to impress the ladies, Slim? Anyways, we're going to be doing some direct rendezvous. We're going to be doing some docking, actually a lot of docking. We're going to be doing some lifter design. We're going to be doing our standard launch profiles. So we're going to be doing a lot of different things to get the station constructed here. But I think in another 3 minutes or so, we're going to let people get in the channel. Maybe tonight. I won't cut it so I can see exactly how long it took. I wish I had better... I still look sickly. I don't look sickly on my screen, but for some reason, maybe it's just the way the laptop is. Oh, I look better that way. All right. It was just the fact that the laptop screen was tilted and I looked deathly ill, like I, had something wrong with me. A little bit too much radiation. Lurk. Oh, dude, corn chips, no problem. Whoa, K9, did I already give you a shout out? How's it going, man? I sent you a message, by the way, about the thing last night. I felt really rushed, and I felt like I didn't do as good a job as I could have done with Precise Node. So I promised you a Precise Node stream, and then I think we got some stuff done, like Precise Node basics, but we could do a lot better. So I sent you a message there, man, and we will do another stream on Precise Node. But thanks for coming again tonight after my technical difficulties last night. Corn chips having to lurk. Dude, no problem. Get your kid to bed, and, then you can come hang on out. Seth, MCTR, who I don't think is actually Seth Minecraft, but that's, I think, what the reference is to. Maybe. Also, Traincom, how's it going? Earthworm Slim, I will check out your channel tomorrow. Hey, if anybody's coming in, Earthworm Slim there, looks like his name is in purple tonight. He streams games more than just random, or more than just Kerbal Space Program. You should definitely click on his profile and give him a follow, because he has been helping me get set up. So I go over there on occasion and harass him as he plays different games. And so you should also come and help me harass him. I think he appreciates being harassed while he's playing games. So go ahead and click on his name and give him a follow. Who else did I miss? Traincom came in. How's it going, Traincom? We are doing advanced station design tonight. We're going to be doing lots of launches, and I'm going to be talking fast as always. Oh, man. Ay, 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 ay. I'm missing my important all these. This one's actually hot because the laptop fan's blowing on it. No good. Let's see here. We should go over help the stuff you kind of skimmed over. You all right? Good deal. Harass, definitely. No, the camera's over here. Yeah, I have an assistant again tonight. I retrieved her from the airport yesterday. I appreciate everybody telling me to get going to get to the airport. She definitely appreciated that I was not there. If she doesn't behave, I'll lift up the green screen because she's hiding behind it right now. So, let's see here. K9. Yeah, K9. I'll do a more in-depth thing. I need to do a little bit more in-depth. Who has that third arm? They noticed your third arm, honey. My girlfriend was my Dr. Pepper assistant this evening. So, yes, there we go. The green screen totally works. The infamous disembodied hand. Told her if she doesn't behave, I'm going to... Nice. Traincom. Dude, thanks for following Earthworm. Like I just said, if you're just coming in, Earthworm, Slim, Name in the Purple streams as well. I give him a lot of trouble. You should give him a lot of trouble too. Go ahead and click on his name. You can hit follow from right there. But he's been helping me out a lot, so I appreciate it. Let's see what we're doing. It is 8:10. It's about time to get started. So, welcome this evening to Kerbal Space Academy. We are going to be doing advanced space station design this evening. If you're new to Kerbal Space Academy, if you're just getting caught up or just getting connected with us, what we do is live interactive online streams. We don't like to call them classes. We just like to call them sessions, streams, whatever. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a concept in Kerbal Space Program. Tonight it's going to be building complicated space stations, actually space stations that you need to assemble in orbit over multiple launches. So I'll talk through designing them, getting them launched, doing the rendezvous, doing the docking, getting them aligned correctly, all that sort of stuff. Those are things we'll be talking about. But since we're doing this live, what I want y'all to do is ask questions. So if you see something that I'm explaining that you have a question about, type it in chat. I will answer your questions. That's why I'm here. I know there's a lot of tutorials and that sort of stuff on YouTube. You can go to YouTube, you can watch stuff. There's a lot of really cool stuff there. What you can't do on YouTube is ask a question and have it answered in 30 to 40 seconds, whatever the stream delay is. That's the entire concept of Kerbal Space Academy. Being able to be here, me playing the game. This is the game over here. I'm looking at the game now. Me playing the game, you asking questions. If you don't get something, ask me. If you see me do something wrong, tell me. I don't bite. I'll read the chat, and I love to have people participate in the sessions. The entire point is that you can watch these sessions, you can go load up your own Kerbal Space Academy game on your own computer, and you can accomplish some things that you haven't done before. Now, there's a couple ways you can get my attention. In the chat, if you say DAS, D-A-S, like the first part of my name, it'll actually highlight it in red, and highlighting it in red makes it so that I can see it. It's like bing, and I'm like, whoa, somebody needs my attention. You can also say question. So if you just say question and you put a colon, it'll highlight it in red. So if you're trying to get my attention, put it in red, use the word DAS, D-A-S, or use the word question. I'm not going to spell that for you. Come on, we're doing rocket science, not spelling 101. You can get my attention that way, and I will endeavor to answer your questions. Now, sometimes I'm actively flying / crashing a craft, and it may be difficult. You'll see me like very intent on the screen. When you see me like that, I might not answer as quickly, but I do try to take breaks every now and then and check the chat so I can get caught up. So anyways, why are the batteries shown on my headset? Wait, you can't even see that. It's on this side because I lost the cover to it a long time ago. I don't know where the cover is. Plus, every now and then you got to change your batteries really fast, like a NASCAR pit stop, like, and it's easier not to have the cover on there. So there you go. First question answered for the evening. Who else did I miss? More and more people are coming in. Train come. Hitman! Hey, what's up, Hitman? You made it for the beginning at once. Don't miss school tomorrow, though. We're going to try to shoot for about 2 hours here. Let's see. There's the question. There's that. Got my new fancy background. I tried to tune the green screen so that apparently yesterday I tuned it when it was still daylight, and I'm not in a basement anywhere. I'm actually in a room that has lots of nice windows with nice natural light. For some reason, they don't record a lot of stuff like that, so I think I got the green screen good. I think we were here to play some Kerbal Space Program, and I think that what we were going to try to do was actually build some space stations. So let's do that. Let me switch my mice here. Let's go ahead and start the game. And switch the source. Because I fixed the problem. So if you're here last night, you remember I had that problem with what is this? Seriously? Up there? Are you kidding me? We'll leave it. If you're here last night, I had some problems involving some scene selection and some hotkeys. Didn't work out so well. A little bit embarrassing. Whatever. I got them fixed. I removed all those hotkeys, so that shouldn't be working tonight or bothering us tonight. Don't we have a space station save over here? I think we do. KSP space stations with 2 flights in progress. That looks good. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start building some freaking space stations. Yeah. So as I go around here, we can start off, go ahead and toss some ideas over in chat, things that I need to put on the space station. I'm going to start with kind of the central command core. Tell me what you want on the station, maybe a science lab, maybe a place to store fuel, whatever it is. Toss it over there, and we're going to come up with, I think, at least 4 different modules. I think 4 different modules sounds good. That's about 2 hours. That should give us time to get going with it. So I'm going to pick 4 different modules that we're going to build with the station. The first module is going to be the command core. I'm going to start designing this here on the screen and talking about it. Y'all toss some stuff over in chat that you think the other modules should be. Just try to say, here's a module with this, 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 and this, and I will, after I build this part, read the chat, and we will go from there. So, space stations. Everybody uses the cupola. I don't think we're going to use it as the main part, though. That's what we've been doing. We made a vessel yesterday that made it out to Joule eventually. We had this as the main part, then we took it off. Everybody uses this as the main part. I think we're going to use at least 1, if not 2 cupolas on the station, but I don't think that I'm going to make it the very top. Let's do something else, something more different. Let's start the space station with a HAL. Yes, because I'm afraid I can do that. Let's see here. This is all out just for science. Let's see here. Don't forget the toilets. We will totally set up the toilets. I'm not even sure how to do that. I can make a toilet in Minecraft. I'm not sure how to do it in KSP. I think it may just involve a command chair and a flap on the bottom of a spacesuit. But anyways, I'm going to make this as the root part of the station. And how can we make this sucker interesting? Maybe I think it's a good way to start. And remember, I've talked about this before. Having a very clear center of mass for your station, right? You really want the center of mass to be in the center of station. You don't want some big massful thing like a bunch of fuel tanks way off on one side and then have all these little wacky arms like multiple connections away. So I think a good design to start out with here is something that is going to have a big solid core that we're going to dock things around. Now, maybe we don't do it like that in the real world. I mean, maybe if we built an actual space station along these same lines, we would want to have some separate fuel storage facility, right? That's off on one end, where if the fuel goes, we don't blow everybody up. I think that may make sense in the real world, but for Kerbal Space Program, because of the way that it models the physics and because of the way that some of the joint interactions occur, I think I'm going to want to go with a nice, solid central core for the station here. So that is what I'm going to do. How can I do it? I'm going to start with building a fuel module, I guess. So we've got this guy on here. It'll be the first thing we launch, and we will make it the fuel module. I will get to designing that, toss some ideas over there in chat, and we will see where we end up. That is definitely what a fuel module looks like. But maybe I don't like it. Maybe I don't like that fuel module. Maybe I want my fuel module to look like this. This part. And maybe this is also a dumb idea, Valdez. I don't know. Well, that ain't what I wanted at all. This is what I wanted. I'm also trying to make it look interesting, right? I want to build a cool station, but I also want to make it look interesting. Because one of the things that we're doing here tonight is going to be to make a space station that's not only pretty solid, that really doesn't give us the... that would be 4x symmetry. 4x symmetry. I don't know about that. Let's see what I can do with it. I also want a station that looks cool that we can get some cool screenshots of once we get it into orbit. So, continuing on, is this going to give me enough clearance? And all I'm doing, nope, that doesn't give me enough clearance. Those clip. One of the parts you may use an awful lot in space station design is these radial attachment points. And what these are surface mount attachment points that actually give you an axial attachment node when you put them on the outside. So, see, like that, I actually put the part on it and I had the 4x symmetry set up. That looks kind of cool. I think we can do better. Let's try this part. But these radial attachment points don't get a whole heck... Oh, that actually looks pretty darn cool. I will not lie. The radial attachment points. Here's the difference, right? Between the radial attachment point and this Rockomax HubMax thing. Check it out. When I've got the radial attachment points, which I put on there with 4x symmetry, right? Check my symmetry. There's 2x, there's 3x, there's 4x. When I put these radial attachment on with 4x symmetry, and then I attach a part to it, it actually does the parts with 4x symmetry. That's good. It makes it a lot less complex. Check this guy out. When you use this Rockomax attachment node and you try to do the same sort of thing, the Rockomax attachment node does not have a concept of 4x symmetry. So if I try to change it to 4x symmetry and then put 4 parts on there, it no worky. It doesn't work that way. And I understand why it happens. The game actually classifies all 4 of these nodes as non-symmetrical parts. It's not one part that's copies 4 times. It's 4 different parts with 4 different axial attachment points. So that's why I can't get that good 4x symmetry with this. This part is useful when you have a station that you don't want to be symmetrical. Since I'm trying to build kind of a fuel core here that I want to be radially symmetrical, I am not going to use this hub. I am going to use a central part with 4 other pieces. Now, that does mean that instead of just one part, I actually have to use 5 parts to get the same effect, right? I've got the central core and I've got these other 4 radial attachment points. But since it gives me the symmetry and I'm not going to be building a space station with 1 million parts, I'm not going to worry about it. If you're building an insanely large station and the difference between 5 parts and 1 part is a big deal to you, you might want to look at the nodes instead of the other, instead of the radial symmetry like I'm using here. Everybody that's just coming in, I bet you we got more and more people coming in. I am doing a session on advanced space station design tonight. We're going to be assembling 4 different modules here down in the VAB. We're going to have 4 different launches. Right now I'm working on the central core, which is going to be the fuel core, I guess. And I'm asking people in the chat to put some ideas on what else can be on the station. I'm starting off with the central fuel core here. And I was just explaining the difference between the 4x symmetry that you get from radial attachment points times 4 versus the Rockomax HubMax adapter, which doesn't give you the same symmetry. So, what else have I done? You might have noticed I grabbed one of these little structural fuselages. You could have put a fuel tank there. I just grabbed the structural fuselage. One of the things that I look for when I'm putting together a station is ease in fueling the darn thing. I want to have the smallest number of fuel tanks, because not only does that keep my part count down, it makes it easier when I've got a craft that comes up and I want to move fuel around. Instead of having to empty out this one tank, then fill this other tank, and then do this other thing, because I'm using stock, I don't have tech fuel balance or anything like that in, I want it to be easy. I just want to select one tank, and I want to move the fuel in or move the fuel out and call it a day. When you have a lower number of tanks, it also makes it easier to keep the balance of your station set. If you have a bunch of little tanks spread all over the place, it makes it a little hard to keep the station balanced. You may have some trouble when you're trying to do orbital station keeping sort of maneuvers. So a smaller number of larger fuel tanks I like personally because it makes the station a little bit easier to manage. Let's see here. You know I'm not playing when I make space stations. So let us see if I can't. This part's buggy. Yes, thank you, Kerbal Space Program. It definitely looks like something is clipping on those other parts. You see what's happening? Let me show you a trick. This happens a lot in the game. See how I'm putting this on here? And the part that I have my mouse over is green, but the other parts are red. Sometimes just jiggling the handle a little bit makes it fix. Apparently that's not the case here. Going off, that's still not letting me do it. Here's how you can fix it. You can go down to 1x symmetry. I just held down shift and I hit X a couple times. And I put this one part on here, right? Then I grab this part, go back to 4x symmetry, and put it back. Now, I don't know why it does that. I don't know what quirk of the build machine it is that makes it work that way, but if you ever run into a situation where you're not able to put that one part on, you may just try to attach it to a part in 1x symmetry, take that part off, put it back on in 4x symmetry, and see if it works that way. I use that trick a lot. I'm not sure why it's broken that way. Let's see what size fuel tanks. I mean, I like these fuel tanks, but I think it may not really do what I'm looking for. I think it looks kind of cool. I don't know. I think that looks kind of cool. I think I like that. So let us go that way. And I am also going to put this here. There we go. 4x symmetry. I like it. I will also... Now I am... If you were here for my other space station building session I did, I'm a bit kind of breaking one of the things I said, which is to make a nice compact station. Remember the orbital fuel depot that I put that was kind of that flying cross sort of design with a 4x symmetry and these tanks kind of folded in? I like that station. That's a freaking hardcore station. It's almost like a military grade station because that thing does not weeble, it does not wobble, it does not fall down. This one, I'm going to make this one a little bit more of like an orbital Hilton tourist sort of look. It's going to have a really cool look to it. So instead of the compact sort of fireplug military design, I'm going to go with a little bit more picturesque looking station. I am going to... Let me finish what I'm doing here. I see a lot of good ideas in the chat over there. That is definitely what we're doing. Those are some freaking good ideas. So I will get caught up on that stuff in just a second. Let me see here. I really wish that I could do more. Let's see how this works out. I'm just building the station here. This anymore. Don't need this anymore. Alright, we'll put this like that. This may be one of the instances we're having. Is that flat? No, it's not. It's hanging down. I don't love you. Is that flat? Nope, that ain't flat. It may be very difficult for us to do what I'm trying to do here. In fact, I may have to put it over here. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Kerbal Space Annoyance. Oh, man, oh, man. Does that look flat? That looks kind of flat. No, that's not flat at all. Look how terrible that is. Alright, scratch that idea. Let's see if we can't do something different. Can I do it with this? Can I get that to come out straight? No, I cannot. I also cannot get that to come out straight. Will you come out straight from there? Nope, it does not like what's going on here, people. That is totally annoying. Look at it. Look at how it's putting those tanks. I know what this is. This is going to make our life a little bit difficult from what I initially envisioned, simply because what I wanted to do was make a ring that goes around here. But the way that we're doing it, how can I fix this? Here's another station building trick. a lot of times when I've got something here, right, my main symmetrical axis is the up and down axis, right, from top to bottom. It's really good at doing symmetry around those things. However, if I wanted something symmetrical around an axis after I've turned it 90 degrees, notice how I have my main axis here, and then I've got these 90-degree angles from these ports coming out the side. When I attach things that way, it screws up the symmetry computation. It really makes it, see how here I can't get that thing to go straight. It's like either there or it's there, it's there, it's there. That's totally annoying. There are some mods that could definitely help us out, but in Totally Stock KSB, I can show you how to fix it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab this guy, and we're going to turn him so that he's sticking up. What did I do? I just took that big part that I want on the radial symmetry sticking out to the side, but I've put it on the main center axis, just for now, so that the calculation for the thingy, the calculation for the symmetry works. So after I've put him on the main axis there, I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these girders. And look at that. Do you see how now the girder goes flat for us? Instead of being off at a weird angle, look at that. See the difference between this? I can put that girder straight all up and down this guy, versus when I had him on the side. Ooh, I got it on the second direction that time. When I had it on the side and I tried to do the same thing, see how I can't get it to go flat? It's like going around the center of this guy, and especially over here. There was no flat, right? But when I take the same guy and I put him, yes, DOS, yes, I got it on the first try. Freaking awesome. When I took him and I put him on the main axis of symmetry, I'm actually able to get him to snap the way I want. Look at this. This is flat all the way up and down, as opposed to being that weird angliness. So what I wanted to do was something like this. And I needed it to curve, I think, down 90 degrees. So let's see what we've got along those lines. I'm going to do that. That looks good. Same trick we usually use. That. Remember, I'm just holding down Alt, I'm copying the part, and what I want is for this guy to come to a 90-degree angle about at the bottom. That's me. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Let's see if I can move it up some more. How can I calculate that? I feel like that is a little bit too tight of a radius. How can I simulate what I got going on? Here's what I can do. This is a good idea. I can remove this. I can take him and flip him over like that, and then I can get pretty darned close just by making a copy of him and putting him in that direction and taking that part off. I'm just trying to get this close, right? Because what I want is for this to come around and connect up here. And so clearly we've got a little bit too short of a radius. The good news is, since this is on the primary axis, we can fix it. We'll toss that part. We will flip it and put it one less click, and let's see if making some copy-paste action here gives us the right radius. So again, I'm just holding down Control. I'm clicking that part. Even that is too short. That means that we're going to need the bottom piece here to be straight. Like that. That's not straight. Like this. Is that straight? Yes, that's flat out. And now let's see if doing one click up will do it for us. So we'll grab you. We'll put you on the end. Let's reset you and just do one tick up. Wow, that looks like it's going to be way too far. But you see where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to get it to match. This looks like it's going to be way out. Yeah, wow. That's not going to work. So again, I'm just guessing and testing and revising here, trying to get this thing to match up. Now what I'm doing is a little bit dangerous, and I'll tell you why. We may... Alright, that was two. That was two angles. By connecting these parts, we may introduce some phantom forces in our station. We're actually going to see what happens. Come on, buddy. Get on up there. Make that turn now. It may be... Oh, even that's too much. It may be that the right angle just doesn't exist for us. I think that was 2 snaps. Let's do one more. Nope. That's one more. Let's see if we can't get this going. And if I get this to connect, I will go and get caught up on chat. Ooh, I don't know. Uh-oh, girly. That looks pretty close. Let's do one more. I said that's pretty darn close. Heck yeah. That's what I was looking for, actually. So let's take this guy, and we're not going to strut it for now. Okay, so here's what I've got, right? I can take him off. I was just using him to kind of mock things up. I can take the piece that now has the proper angle on it, and I can bring it on up here to my 4x symmetry. And let's see here. Guess on the first time. And 6 freaking directions, and 90% of the time you get it wrong. Go back to 4x symmetry, and there we have it. That is what I was looking for. I was looking for kind of a, it's not really a circle. It's kind of a flat angular design, but I think it looks freaking cool. And sometimes that's all you really need. Something that looks freaking cool. So, me. I like it. I like it a lot. Now I need to go ahead and strut this stuff in. It looks like that's my attachment point. Wow, I actually can't even tell. Which one needs to be strutted? Maybe they're both going to be strutted, just to make sure. So I am going to grab right up here, and then I'm going to put it down to the middle of this, I think. Nah, right about here. Nah, the middle. And that did it in 4x symmetry, so all the way around. Excellent. And then I'm going to grab another strut, and I'm going to put it here-ish. How did I do it over here? Wow. You know something? I kind of feel like my screen's a little washed out. I don't have that in here, though. I'm wondering if the ambient scene adjustment is making me a little washed out there. Let's put it down to the middle. That looks good. And I think in order to save parts, we're not going to need to put them on the bottom. And we got the computer for it. We're streaming. We're doing the encoding. We're also doing the space programming. We're also watching the Twitch bots. We're doing all sorts of stuff. I think old Bessie here can handle it. So let us go ahead and go for broke. And I'm just going to put struts like this. Does that look good? Man, it's so hard in KSP to make things even. I almost wish that there was a skin that you could turn on and off that put like grid lines on each part, just so that you could kind of match things up. You know, if you could hit a button and the parts would all get grid lines, and then you could count the grid lines or something like that, that would make it a lot easier to make things symmetrical a lot of the times. I think that looks cool, and that also gives us kind of a cool docking port looking arrangement there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a docking port and put it on there. That port is upside down. Remember when I talked about the docking ports? It's like a little window, and the window's at Kerbal eye level. This is a little low because that means the docking port's upside down. So I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to press, is it Q? Nope, that ain't it. I'm going to press D twice. That rotates it. Now the little window's up. That looks freaking good. I like it a lot. I also like decorating my docking ports with these little lighty McThingies. That it's giving us the same problem we had before. Maybe we can do it if we do it like that. That looks good. We'll do the same thing down here. That looks good. As we come up to it, we have that docking port kind of bracketed by those two lights. And I just kind of like how that looks. I think my part's coming along pretty good here. So let me, I'm not quite done with it yet, but let me see if we can't check with the chat and get caught up. Right, wow. I'm running my mouth, and in the time I was running my mouth, we went from like 15 people to 31 people. That's awesome. Everybody who's just joined, welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. Tonight's we're doing Advanced Space Station Design, which is basically a space station that has a little bit more complicated features and requires multiple launches to construct an orbit. That is what we're going for here. So I've chosen for myself the primary core, which is going to be the fuel storage core. And you can kind of see I've got it set up here. I've asked the chat if you've got ideas to throw your ideas for the station over in the chat. And what I am going to do now, after saying welcome to Kerbal Space Academy, is get caught up with the chat and see what we got going on from an idea perspective. Let's see. Make a space station that's just out for science. Awesome, Hitman. We will definitely put some science on there. Also, TrainCom said science, so that's freaking awesome. Why do I have batteries and a cord? Oh, silly. Old school Xbox headset. Cord plugs into your Xbox controller. It is actually wireless for the sound playing. So if I'm just listening to stuff, I don't have to have this plugged in. If I actually want to talk to you, I have to plug in the wire. If you ever see me without the wire and I'm talking to you, you probably won't be able to hear me, so tell me. Let's see here. Who else we got going on? Retired Army toilets. Retired Army? I will put toilets just for you. Toilets. We'll do like an outhouse sort of thing. And we said science. I've actually got my graph paper notebook here, and I'm writing down these ideas. What else do we have? We also have... There's a survey. Goal. Monif. Goal for total fuel storage. I'm just going to go with these 4 big tanks. I think that's probably a significant amount of fuel. What is that? 6480 times 4 would be what? About 6,500, which is 6 times 4, 24 plus 500 times 4, 2,000. So 2,600 units of liquid fuel there. I think that's going to be good for this station. We'll do it kind of an intermediate station. If you followed my free play or my career mode and you've seen the orbital fuel rotary, I've got a station up there that's actually got 42 of these tanks on there. It carries over 600,000 total units of fuel. Why do we pick 42? Answer to life, universe, and everything. That's the only reason. We put 42 of them in orbits in one launch. So let's see here. We're not going to make this one a purely fuel station. Cleta, welcome. I'm just getting caught up with the chat here. K9, thanks for letting him know what was going on. Escape pods. Monif says escape pods. That's excellent, actually. Escape pods. Can't write tonight. Pods. Okay. Danthus shows up. White Chevy SS. What's going on? Is it going to spin? That's a good question, Chevy SS. We could make it spin, but it wouldn't maintain its spin. The way Kerbal Space Program does its angular momentum, I guess, anytime I switched away from the ship, it would not retain its spin. Now, if y'all want me to do something specifically challenging, we can design the station so that it's stable along its axis, and I will turn off SAS, spin it up, and then dock with an axial docking port. So what that means is I'll have to actually have my ship matching the rotation. If you've played, what is it, Elite Dangerous, where you've got to match the rotation of the station as you're going in, some of the older games, that would be a real thing as opposed to having a gimbal docking port that doesn't spin. I'll attempt a docking at the end of the stream if we want to design it that way. Let's see here. Danthus, I think I said hi to you. There's a shout out. Excellent. Bob. Hello, Bob. What would be particularly difficult to implement? I'll do it. I'll spin it up. We can definitely do it. It just won't stay that way. Soul Wager. Welcome, Soul Wager. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a day or two. Don't do anything. Good luck with that, Hitman. I talk too much. Lots of RCS so you can emulate a 1G environment. Bob, I wouldn't actually need it. I just need to give the station some angular momentum, and then just let her spin. I'll turn off SAS and I'll just let her keep spinning. The cool thing about space is since you don't have a lot of friction, once you've got something spinning about its axis, it'll keep spinning because there's just nothing to slow it down. But we will put. That's an excellent point. I need to put some RCS storage somewhere on here. We'll put some RCS storage on here. I need to put that down. RCS. What else we got? A command pod. Retired Army. Yes, we will definitely do a command pod. An RCS tug with claw. We will do that. AC Rain. Welcome back. I don't know if it's AC Rain or Acrain or something like that. Acra in. I'll call you 1116. An asteroid. My station core includes an asteroid. That's everything, basically, Soul Wager. Oh, the 3D mesh in the Bab. I gotcha. All right. Olaf Phantom. Welcome, Olaf Phantom. We're doing Kerbal Space Academy, designing a wacky space station. So I've got a couple different things here. We need a command and control center, which can also be our orbital Hilton. I like the orbital Hilton idea. That was awesome. Whoa, is my keyboard running? I'm getting things blingly. Oh, it's not running, and that means that I just missed two followers. I'm mean. Let me get that running right quick, because it doesn't notify me. I'd have to watch the stream. If anybody see who the follower was that just went off, thank them for me. There we go. A Colton 33. I actually caught it. Hey, welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. I was supposed to come up with some sort of saying, welcome to the Academy. Thanks for enlisting, or something. Whatever. All right, we've got that. So we're going to have a science bay. I think that's going to be one module. We're going to have a orbital Hilton, which will include the command and control. That will be awesome. And then we're missing one thing. Maybe the third thing. I kind of feel like also a follow from Olaf Anthen. Olaf, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Academy. I really got to come up with something to say there. The orbital Hilton. I wonder if the escape pod should be a separate module. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll put the science down on one end of the station. We'll have the orbital Hilton on the other side, and we'll put the escape pods away from the orbital Hilton. I think that's what we're going to do. Because that way, if the stuff starts to hit the fan in the fuel storage section, we could actually separate the entire orbital Hilton, or we could have them run away from the fuel. So we don't want to have the fuel between the Hilton and the escape pods. We'll have them run away from the fuel, probably up in this direction. So we'll have some pods in this, and we'll have them go this way. And then we'll have the science station down here. We'll use the fuel as a barrier between the scientists who are trying to get stuff done and the drunken partygoers who are partying at the orbital Hilton. Who knows what they're doing up there. Science, orbital Hilton, and then escape pods on top. Escape pods. And I kind of think that that's our 3 different modules. So I said 4 modules total. Brothel. You know something? What goes on in the rooms of the orbital Hilton? I mean, it's really hard to control that stuff in space. So what they do behind their closed vacuum-sealed doors, I don't know. Plus, I'm probably, yeah, exactly. It's like being in international waters. Oh, yes. Soul Wager, I am definitely going to do a stream. I will probably do it in a free play time where we're going to go out there and get an asteroid and do something cool with it. I have an idea that I came up with yesterday, and I'm going to be doing that as one of the free play streams. Kerbrothel. Kerbrothel. Seriously? Seriously, a escort service. Really. So let me get back to my station here. Adobe Air, I am not going to update you. Dude, Phantom Dragon X7, thanks for enrolling. I have to come up with something better than that. Maybe send me messages with something to say. Let's see here. We've got some docking ports. I said I needed to do some RCS. How could I do RCS that works? How could I do cool RCS? Because I think this looks really cool right now, right? I think it looks really cool. And where can I toss some RCS? We need those big RCS modules, and I want at least 4 of them. Could I do something like this? Will it let me do something like this? Nope, just 4x symmetry. Talk to me, Goose. Take me home now or lose me forever. Nope. Nope, not gonna happen. Sir, not the pairing in this stream is that idea. I just put them on the top and bottom, but that may be a little bit messy. I could put them on the central core here, but then I only get 4. Mass murder. Ah, yes. Lack of female Kerbals. Chat going out of control over there. Like I said, what happens behind the doors, I don't know. I got to come up with a way to attach these things, and I need to do it quick so we can start on the other components. Where is the... This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. It looks like this. I don't really want to put it like that. I really want to put it like... apparently you can't radial attach those things. Maybe what I do is I just... oh, but that looks so cool like that. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. Meh. Look, let's just do it like this. This is a good idea. Kind of the same thing I was doing, but just a little different than what I was doing. I'm going to do that. I'm going to use these. I like click on so many random things when I do this stuff. I can never find the part I'm looking for. I know what it is that I'm looking for. I just don't know where it is. Another one of these. I don't want to ruin this view. I like that view where you'll be able to kind of see through the station. So I don't want to clutter it up with too many other things. So what I'm going to do is make an RCS storage module here, like this. Here's another trick for doing the 4x symmetry. I'm going to put that like that. Instead of what I did there, I'm going to put it like that. Oh, geez, does that look nice? I don't know if that looks nice. I actually don't think it looks nice. I think I need to go with the same idea that I did before to preserve kind of the the lines of the station, if you will. There's that. I want voice command for Kerbal Space Program. Okay. Fork symmetry for me. Okay, then we can store some RCS in there. Do I already have an RCS tank out here? Nope. Or I just didn't see it in that cursory glance. There we go. And there we go. That's some RCS storage, and it doesn't really screw with the lines of our station, right? I think that that's good, and it gives us opportunities for strutting things. So let me grab this, and let me just cap it off like that. I'll take it. I'm not going to put docking ports there. Probably a little too difficult to dock on that. And I also don't have a spaceplane standoff. I've got my massive fueler standoffs, but I don't have my spaceplane standoffs. We will not worry about that. So I can make this guy nice and solid just by doing this. Putting a strut from like here to like there. Naslacker, thanks for the follow also. Welcome to the Academy. We are doing advanced space station design tonight. Station that's going to be a little bit more complex, and we're going to have to assemble in orbit. At least that's what we think we're doing. Maybe what we're going to be doing is crashing a lot of stuff and having no success in space stations at all. I think that looks pretty darned cool. So let us go ahead and shimmy this thing on together. Put this here. Put that there. We're definitely going to be going with the big old Clamptron Seniors. Thoop. Und thoop. Excellent. And excellent. So that looks good. I maybe want to make that center segment more solid. More solid. Does anybody know what I'm referring to when I make that voice and say that? Your station, not so solid. Now your station's solid. Solid. I think that looks cool. I like it. That'll make that station solid. I've got to go into those parts. We've already got all that enforcement out there. I think the last thing we need is something going from here to here. So let's see what we can do. I think just grabbing a strut, putting it on this dude, and then putting it down. Oh, we don't have any batteries on here. That may be important. We definitely need a battery, and I definitely want to put the battery underneath here. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I'm a little bit superstitious when it comes to batteries. I feel like the connection between a battery and something else isn't very, put a circle on the lower piece? I agree with you. Who said that? Override function. I totally agree with you. I think in the interest of time, I'm going to have to skip it. But I agree. That would look really cool if we put a circle on the lower piece as well. Maybe we'll just pretend the circle's there with the struts. I'm an idiot. We can do that really quickly. Why am I going to say that I'm not going to do that? When I know that I can do it really quickly just by going like that, then I'm going to have to... Geez, that may be a little bit difficult. Let's just give it an old guess test and a revise sort of deal here. Using the same trick I showed you before, I'm going to put this like that. I only need one of them. I'm going to tilt it down. Let's start with a 3-tick tilt. 3-tick tilt. 3-tick tilt. Come on, buddy. Come on now. Oh, no, it doesn't like it. This is a little bit more. Oh. Okay. It's not working the way it did last time, mister. It worked so well the first time I did it, and now it is not. I must have not got that part on there right. That, let's try the bigger ones. This may be too much. Can I get it done with 3? That looks terrible. That's what I was going for right there. That's going to stick out too far, it looks like. It's almost like... I think 1 tick up here. I'm totally guessing here. 1 tick up. I like people recommending things, so if you tell me something and I say, oh, I don't know if I have time to do that, that's pretty lame if you ask me. So let's see how close that gets us to a smaller, more different circle on the bottom. I explained what I was doing before. I was building that up at the top. Oh, see, that's so close. Oh! Oh. Valdez has an idea. A wild Valdez, or a wild idea approaches. Let's see here. We're just going to do that. And instead of that, thop that. Get this. 2x symmetry. Fancy that. Bring it on around. Flip it. Thoop. And look at that. We got like a little part in between. Ah, yes. Oh, I think that's pretty cool, actually. And then we could do a number like... Could we put something in there? Is there some round part we could... Ooh, you know what we don't have on here? Reaction control. Reaction control is what we do not have on here. Oh, I was going to put something cool in there, but I think I'm just going to strut it like this. And this will be my field expedient solution for the... Come on, where'd that strut go now? Give me the strut. I don't want that strut there anymore. There it was. All right. Sometimes those things get clipped through. So there you go. You have a little ring and a bigger ring, except the bigger ring's not exactly a circle. I think we'll be okay. I think that we'll be okay. We just put a little ring there. Reaction control. A station this big, it needs freaking buku serious reaction control. So let's take care of that. We're going to get that. We're going to get this guy. We're going to put that there. We're going to put that there for sure. Then up here, I am definitely going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. And I'm definitely going to do that. I feel like I need more reaction control. And I'm going to, putting it there is going to stretch it out a little bit more. Let's see how it works. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put those there. Oh, no. No. Well, could we do this? Could we make it? Like, just barely, almost. Oh, man, it won't, let's take off that snap. Let's get it pretty darn close. Let's rotate it in. No, that wasn't quite it. And it's not going to be symmetrical if we do it that way. There are some things we could do to fix that, but in the interest of time, again, we've got a lot of stuff to do in a short time to get there. So let us... Angle snap, symmetry off. I just want maybe... Oh, it's going to do it in 6x symmetry. There'll be two struts going back and forth in either direction there, won't there? Whatever. Not going to worry about it. Now we've got lots of reaction control, and we've got two rings, and we've got this big station. Would I feel better if that outer ring was circular? Yeah, maybe. Let's put some decorative lighting on it, and then let's get this puppy to orbit. So, geez, I almost really only have 30 minutes for each station. Use the smallest batteries. They're massless. That's okay. Mass, I'm not really too concerned about the mass here, because we are putting this big honkin' station orbit. I've got those. I almost feel like we need something like this. Again, I'm just making this thing look very... And where's my... Yep, okay, we're good there. So what I'm going to do is strut it from here up to here 4 times. That's a nice... I think that's a nice station. I'd almost feel a little bit better. Nope, let's just ship it. I mean, I would kind of like it if this was like a circle. These struts kind of made a circle. And then I'm like, I'm not going to spend time on that. And then I'm like, spending time on that. Because see how that kind of... And then if we took this part here, totally grab it. And we could totally go from there. Where does it go? Just about to here, I think. And then we've got kind of a... Well, no, that's a little too far. Such a perfectionist. Just go, DOS. Let's just put it like right there-ish. You know. It's like DOS spent 30 minutes trying to get the struts aligned to his liking. Spent like 5 minutes actually telling us about how to make a space station. See, that looks terrible too. That and straight up to there. Whatever. There's a cool looking station and then there's a OCD looking station. That's good enough. At least we've got kind of a bubble thing going there. Oh my gosh, one more time. One more try. Look, I can just put it just past that. I can put it like right there and that should be perfect. Good enough. Whatever. No solar panels, just does... Ooh, we need some RTG. Solar panels around the bottom ring would look freaking awesome. Solar panels around the bottom ring. Okay. We'll also make this part. We're not really... You mean like this sort of what's name deal? Like that? And then like this? And then we'll have those panels sticking out like that? Let's go with it. Man, whatever. Whatever. Let's see here. Anything else that I made? No, nailed it. Okay. I think that this is good for a good first stage. So now we got to get this puppy into orbit. And we're going to put this, let's call this the orbital, orbital Hilton. Orbital Hilton. But this isn't the orbital Hilton. This is the KSA Station Core is what we're going to go with. And I also need to slap at least... No. Did I click anywhere near that? Anywhere near that? I didn't click anywhere near that. What's up, big boy? How's it going? Did I keep my struts? Yes, I kept my struts. I need to put some RTGs in here. I'm going to go ahead and put the RTGs right like this. I think the last thing that we've done is we didn't put a decorative lighting on, and we definitely need some sweet, sweet decorative lighting. So, decorative lighting. How can we make that work? Could we just put it like this and then point these puppies straight down? Maybe give them one tick of up. I wonder if that would light that up. And then I'm going to do the same thing down here. I'm going to put some lights just like that. Oh, maybe we'll angle it out a little bit more. Like that. I'll grab that and I'll do the same angling up here. And then we just need something to light up these long spars, right? These long fuel tanks that we're working with. Hopefully, maybe that's not the most efficient way to light it up, but maybe that'll be good. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, that may give the middle of the station a nice glow, and leave the outside so those lights on the outer ring pointing in. Yeah, I probably agree with that. So just something like, what if we just did, I wish there was some way to do it without adding all of these parts. That's probably going to be way too bright, but I don't think these are going to have the range. And that's something that you run into a bit. Well, those lights, I just don't think that those lights are going to have a long enough throw. But then the other lights have such a wash it out. Like these spotlight looking things. Let's just go with that. Maybe we can put some spotlights on the rest of the station. Run over it. What am I running over? I'm not sure what you want me to run over. Kerbals? They do that all the time down here in the bottom. I don't know if you've seen them. We've got this. This is our station. What can we do? Excellent message. What were we going to say? Let us put a... Yeah, the community design station. Freaking excellent. Let us put our favorite friend on here, Kerbal Engineer. We're going to attach it to old Hal here, because I'm afraid I can do that. That's some odd clipping. Let's put it on the side like that, just so it doesn't clip. That looks good. I like it. So we've got batteries, we've got power generation, we've got RTGs, we've got these guys. Oh, we could always put them in an action group. Let's do that right quick. That's an action group. Engineer, thank you. Toggle panels. And toggle panels. I like it. Save it. Do that. We've got to build a lifter for this. Earthworm, if you're taking off, man, thanks for hanging out. Anybody else? Earthworm Slim there in the purple also streams. He does some KSP stuff. He does a lot of other games that I have no clue about. If you want to, click on his name there and give him a follow, because he's been helping me out a lot. So Earthworm Slim with a purple name there. Thanks a lot, Earthworm Slim. If you're taking off, take it easy, man. Let's see here. We got the lights. We got that. We got this. Aha! So an orbital kicker stage. I don't even know if this thing's going to go out of orbit. We'll have to see. It may be that we need to empty these tanks. We will see. Let us do a thing with some stuff. Let us put a big honking engine on this thing, because I like big honking engines. Give me some of this. Give me some of this. Give me some of that. Go ahead and get some of this action. Maybe one of these. Oh, we don't need very much fuel tankage. Let's do that. Let's do that. In fact, all we really need is the station. What sort of Delta V are we looking at there? Not much. Not much at all. And I'll tell you why. It's because apparently these aren't feeding to there. So we've got two things we could do here, and I'm not sure what I'm going to go with. We could either launch this guy dry, Or we could use his fuel tanks. Oops, 4x symmetry, please. We could use his fuel tanks to launch himself. Look at that. What is that? Tell me that's not atmosphere. Wow! With some boosters? This station, as it is, could almost get to orbit in and of itself. That's freaking awesome. Check out what I'm looking at here. Delta V, we need 4,500. Actually, I need this to say about 4,000 to get to orbit. Thrust to weight's what's going to kill us here. We can't take off with only 0.63 thrust to weight. But this station, as we designed it, could almost launch itself to orbit. The Dr. Pepper engine boosters. By the way, I'm totally looking for somebody who could skin me a part that is a Dr. Pepper can. That's probably a fuel tank or one of these guys. If anybody knows how to do that, that would be freaking awesome. Let's see here. This guy puts out more thrust. Let's see what that gives us thrust weight. 4327 delta V. We're missing something here. What is going on? Why would that give us that much delta V? That's odd. 0.8 thrust to weight? Certainly that engine's not 280 and 380 versus 320? Wow. That engine is a whole heck of a lot more efficient. I think I may just do this. I think I might just do this way. Jeez. I think I could... I honestly think that I could get this thing to orbit the way it is. Let me put a probe core on this guy because I want him to deorbit himself. He's not going to stay up there forever. We're basically going to put the station up in a stable orbit, we think. And then we're going to deorbit the engine after we've got the station in a nice stable orbit. So there's my little probe core. You know how I do it. I put it on the dorsal side. That's what I like to do. Everybody here knows that. I am pretty sure that a strut is not going to go this far, because that would be the only other thing, like a strut from here. Talk to me, Goose. No way. Oh, no way. No way. That strut will reach? Thanks, KSP. You're so realistic. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, struts. You know, can't have too many struts. We'll put that strutted like that. I think that looks pretty cool, actually. Yes, we did get a probe core on the station. We've got a HAL, the biggest probe core unit right there, override. What else are we looking for? Wow, we've got that. I've got to be missing something. Atmospheric stats. That's Buku Delta V. All we need to solve for, really, is that thrust to weight. We can do that with freaking solid boosters out the wazoo. Let's see what we got. Life may be easier if we tuck you in like this and then put you at least semi-flat. That's not exactly semi-flat. But if I do this, I can... where's my big decoupler? See if those struts still reach. They may not. Yeah, they won't reach if I do that. Wow. I could do control from there if I had a probe core, or I could just make him straight. That's what I should do. I should just get him like that. I should tilt him one in. That's pretty darned straight right there, people. And I will move it down a little bit. Oh, no. Don't clip through that, but also don't clip through that. We'll see how that works. Maybe the entire station will blow up. We just have to solve for thrust to weight now. We've got the freaking... Let's see here. What did we miss? What, Is it possible you could explain to people who don't know why the one engine is more efficient than the other? Oh, well, let me explain that right quick. Dude, I will totally explain that. When you're looking at an engine... It's got an efficiency rating, right? It's actually got two efficiency ratings. One is the engine ISP ASL. You can see for this engine it's 280. The other one is vacuum, right? ASL means when I'm in the soup, when I'm in the atmosphere. Vacuum means when I'm outside of the atmosphere, right? So this engine gets basically, I'm going to call it 280 miles per gallon in the atmosphere and 380 miles to the gallon. I'm totally making that up. It's not miles to the gallon. 380 miles to the gallon out in vacuum. It gets a lot better fuel efficiency when it's in vacuum than when it's down here. This engine here gets 300. Gets 320 and 360. Headset's dying. Let me fix that. and that's why we don't have a cover on our batteries. So you can see the huge difference here between this craft, this engine, which gets 320 miles per gallon in atmosphere and 360 in vacuum, versus this one, which is 280. Look at the difference in delta V here. So when I put this engine on, I'm 3851 because this one, 280 in atmosphere. When I put this one on, 43. That's 500 more delta V because of the difference in efficiency between those two engines. So, does it make a huge difference as you're taking off? You get out of the soup pretty quickly. By the time you get to about 20, the ISP gets pretty high. But I am going to go ahead and do this one not only because it's got better fuel efficiency, but also because it's got better thrust. Let's see if we can't solve for our other problem, which was thrust to weight. We got to get this thrust to weight up to at least 1.7, 1.5. I could probably get by with 1.5 on the launch pad. Let's see if I can do that. I'm going to build some standoffs here, and I'm going to build 8 standoffs because I need lots of thrust. We all know that these guys here, those give the most, but they're going to hit the station, it looks like. Don't they clip through stuff? Yes, they do. Okay, that's not good. We need them to stand off even more. We need them to be lower. So let's see what we can do. That's not going to work. Let's try that. Hey, Evan Pigot? Pigot? I'm from Texas. I think I'm not pronouncing that right, but welcome to this Kerbal Space Academy, man. Thanks for the follow. Let me see. Did I get that not to clip? No. I think no matter what, these guys are going to clip. What are these? 315 versus 650. Maybe what we need to do is just use more of these, because they will not clip. Is that looking good? I don't know. What's that make our thrust to weight? 1.57 on the pad! No way. Dude. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Let's get us a radial decoupler. No sense in carrying those things with us. Although we could probably get away with it, honestly. Radial decoupler and 8x symmetry, please. There you have it. Grab this guy, put him on there. There you have it. Are we clipping anywhere? Yes, we need to move those radial couplers down a bit. I am going to try this. I don't know. Somebody, if there's something that I'm missing, the reason this won't go to space today, let me know. That looks good. 0.96. What I want to do is put this guy here. 1.57 on the pad, a total of 47.95. We're not in atmosphere yet. We're on Kerbal. More SRBs. More SRBs. Nice. Is the solution to every problem. Check this out. How often have you put launch clamps underneath your craft like that? I wonder if that's going to work. I don't know. We're going to find out. This is going to be freaking awesome. Let's see here, because we just still have other parts to build. I've got, what, an hour left? Let's take that. Let's strut it to there in 8x symmetry. Okay, I like it. Let's try to launch this puppy. The real question, all right. It may not go to orbit, because here's what I'm seeing. These guys are not going to burn for very long, and when we release them, our thrust to weight's only going to be 0.9. That means we're going to start falling back to Kerbal. That's not good. Can I fix it? Can we tune things? Can I put less fuel in this tank? So see, look, I'm putting less fuel in that tank. It's increasing my thrust to weight, but decreasing my delta V. That's still a lot of delta V. Can I tune these tanks? I'm trying... Look at that. Okay, I'm taking some fuel out of these tanks, and here's what I'm doing. I'm tuning this thrust to weight because I don't want that thrust to weight to be under about 1.5, but I still need this number to be over 4,000 at least. That's 36 with 1.9. That's not good. That's 42. Wow, that's a big change from one single tick on the ticker bar there. Yeah, it goes from 36 to 42. It doesn't look like there's anything that I can do about that. So that's all the tuning I can get. I think I can get this done, though. The other thing that I could do would be to throttle these guys. Let's see if we set the thrust limiter like 83 or something. 83. Let's set this to 83. 1.6 on the pad. That means they're going to burn longer, which means that we're going to have more time. Oh, geez. Thank you for telling me. Excellent. Levelicious. Thanks for letting me know. I dragged that over to get out of the way of the station. Here's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to get this close to 1.7, but I want this to be greater than 1 at the very least. I kind of want it to be higher. Let's see if this puppy will go to space. Save it, launch it, and let's see. Lights on the clamps to light up the whole rocket. Somebody's been reading Reddit, I think. Let's see here. Wow, 50 people watching right now. If you're new, welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. We're doing advanced space station design. Space stations that A, have more complicated features than what I've done in the entry-level course, and B, you actually assemble in orbit. So we're going to try, we're going to try to do 4 launches. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Or if y'all want to hang out a little bit longer, we may be doing that. Let's see what we can do. This looks good. Throttle up. SAS engage. I just pressed T. Panel lock. Kerbal engineer. I think we're good for launch. Need to be able to separate the bottom. Ah, I can separate the bottom because I've got this docking port in here. Instead of hitting the space bar, I'm going to go ahead and right-click that and do separate node, or decouple node, I think it is. I'm looking at the chat. I need to look at you. I'm going to right-click on it and do decouple node, and that'll allow me to separate the bottom. So because I've got that docking port in there, that's what we're going to do. Stages, Danthus, thanks for catching my back there. That is definitely something we need to fix. Let's go ahead and launch this puppy. It may not fly at all. Who knows? I like these big fuel tanks, big boy, because they carry a lot of fuel and they have a very low part count of 1. Throttled all the way up. Kerbal engineer is ready to go. 1.6 on the pad. Let's see if we can get this thing to space. 3, 2, 1, space. Wow, look at those solid boosters. They definitely need to be fixed. With full control, I'm not able to fix those boosters, giving us the wacky thrust. That is going to have to be fixed, it looks like, because I can't... They just jangled so much. Did y'all see them jangle? And I do not have enough control authority to manage this many idiotic things. That's not good. Let's go back and fix it. Actually, let me try one more launch and see if I can do it. Maybe if they're not jangling. I definitely need more struts, White Chevy. That would fix it. Let's see. Yes, Nubius Maximus, you can totally put one docking port on there and put a regular part against it, just like I have here. See how I've got... Wow. See how I've got that regular this regular part against the docking port? The docking port will clamp on to a regular part in the VAB, and you can one time decouple the node that way. That does work. Maybe if I did it this way, we don't often do launches this way, but let's see. If we let those engines stabilize before we let go, so we're going to light them, let them stabilize, and then let go of the clamps. Maybe that's going to let us go straight up. Nope, it's still making us turn. Still definitely, and we have the same amount of fuel in both these tanks, don't we? That is going, that's going. Yeah, we do. I could also try to spin stabilize it, I guess. Now we're going to need more struts on those boosters. The boosters are kind of finicky. If the booster has play where it wobbles like you saw them wobbling, that causes them to flip your craft sideways like this sometimes. We are going to have to go put struts on the SRBs. But I think maybe these things will go to space. I lost my PV panels. I lost my PV panels. Huh? Did the solar panels explode? Did I have them in the stage? Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. I do this all the time. I put it in the stage thing. Oh my gosh, I need to put it on that, and then I need to click on this, and I need to do it that way. Click on you. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. I'm trying to click on you. Oh, those aren't flat either. I just noticed. Toggle panels. Toggle panels. I put it on the stage, so as soon as I hit space, it totally screwed me over. That's not what I wanted. Wait a second. Don't be doing me that way, girly. Is that flat enough? Yeah, that's flat enough, I think. But that was just one. Why did it do 6x symmetry? That's not 6x symmetry. Why would it be thinking that that should be 6x symmetry? That's not a good sign. That's how you crash KSP. It is very confused as to what I'm doing. Huh. We're going to have to fix that right quick, or else we will be in serious trouble. There we go. I just want panels on the top into X symmetry like that. Is that flat? No, that's tilted in. So let's tilt it out like that. That's flat. Okay, that's what I wanted. Now we should be good. Hopefully. There we go. Did we get all our struts back? Yes, I got it right set up. And now they're flat. Let's make sure they're action grouped. Then let's strut those things. Then let's go to flat space. So custom 1, toggle panels, good. But we also need toggle panels there, good. Save it. And let's launch it. Save it. 164. Struts. So I need to go, see how I put it like that, but that wasn't really going to help us at all. What I need to do is grab that strut, not in that mode, grab that strut. That's not what I grabbed at all. Control Z, talk to me, fix it, please. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're good. And did the solar panels remain fixed? They are flat. They are in the action group. God, some of those things you just, nope, look, that didn't keep them fixed. And we lost our struts. Ay, ay, ay. Kerbal Space Program. I love you. I have like a love-hate relationship with Kerbal Space Program. It's like sometimes it just doesn't do what you want it to do. Now we're good with that. Now we have to redo the struts. Doesn't help to do it that way. Ay, ay, ay. That to there. It's a 6x symmetry again, and I do not like that. Well, whatever. Now let's save the ship. Then let's grab these things. Do I just have that? No, I have everything. I just want to grab the strut. Then I just want to get this guy and put it to like here, which did not work. Okay, I just want to grab that. Let's try it this way. Oh, I think I see what the problem is. There we go. And then I need to mimic the same problem on the other side. So if I go like that and I put this right like that and I cancel out the problem like that, we should be okay with that. I am not sure. Let's make sure all of our guys are set to 83%. Yeah, it looks like they're all the way around. All right, let's try that. Let's see how that goes. But why is the rum gone? Let's see how this works. Maybe those things will be a lot more solid now, and we will actually get this thing going. So, here we are back here. We're going to throttle this up. This is honestly looking like one of those Academy sessions that needs to be a lot. Look, it lost these freaking struts in here. I don't really want to send it to space without these struts right here. From here to here, they didn't reconnect. You gotta watch out for that. A lot of times whenever, gosh, so annoying. A lot of times when you use Control Z, it loses the struts, just like it did right there. And so you've got to check it. Anytime you use Control Z and then you come out to the launch pad, you may see that some freaking struts are missing. So let's go back to the vehicle assembly. It's just something about the way that it walks the tree when it puts that thing back together. I'm not sure why it does that, but it's totally annoying because sometimes you don't recognize it until you go to space, and then all of a sudden you're like, seriously? What am I supposed to do now? Let's see here. We should be able to grab just that guy. We should be able to go... Oh, and this is the one that I took forever to do, too. That is just in from there. So if I go like... What is that? Okay. Wait, really? Okay. If I go something like this, I think that looks almost straight up. Oh, well, maybe I did a little bit better job. Save it, and go ahead, and it's because your docking clamps hold it from the top. The weight is pulling it down and breaking it. No, it shouldn't. Oh, but that was 1x symmetry. Of course I screwed it up. It shouldn't be breaking it that way. We will see. If we go back out there again and it's broken, I will admit incorrectness. There we go. Save. I think we're good. Launch. We'll see. Wait, yeah, I'm going right now, Mars. If you want to wait, I'm going right freaking now. So we're launching the station right now. Is there seriously something on the camera? Yeah, I'm going to launch it for you right now. So let's see if we get this thing done. By the way, it looks like the green screen is behaving a lot more tonight. I've got a little bit of flicker up in one corner. But look, that looks a lot more solid. And I will SAS lock. Go ahead. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time, the two-stage launch. One to light the engines, let them stabilize. The next to actually do the launch. I'm throttled up. I've got that. I've got that. I have a solar flare on my camera. Do I really have a solar flare on my camera? I don't see it. Yeah, the struts didn't break that time. There's a solar flare on my camera? Where? I don't see it. Throttle up, panel lock. Let's get this thing to space because people need to go get a drink. Engines engage. Look at it pull those launch clamps up and then let go. It's tilting us over again. It's definitely tilting us over again, and I do not know why. Is it because this and this? No. It is not. It's something about using that many boosters. Definitely something about the something about using that many boosters that's making this station tilt over like that. What can I do to fix it? I could try a rotation. Are our tanks still good? Our tanks aren't what's causing the imbalance. Is it this? It's something about those boosters. These guys aren't causing the imbalance. Nope. You know something? Here you go. I think you have time for a drink. It's because of the Stay Putnik? But I should be controlling it from here, I believe. Yeah, I'm controlling it from the top thing, not the Stay Putnik. I'll go ahead and put this thing in the ground for y'all. There goes a freaking rocket going into the ocean, apparently. Sad. I did. I put struts on the boosters. I definitely put struts on the boosters. Let's see if there's something else we could do. Maybe if when I launch I start giving it full stick in the other direction. That may be one thing. I mean, it looks like the thing should be stabilized, and it's some weird quirk of physics that's making this happen. Let's do that. Throttle up. Maybe if I put... this thing is just like hanging there. This is how NASA launched space stations, by the way. Let's see here. Let's do that. Let's try to do this. And I'm going to give it full pitch and maybe I'll just start giving it rotation. I'm going to try to just give it rotation, see if that does it. Nope, it's not going to let us rotate fast enough. It's just going to keep pushing us over like that, which is so freaking annoying. Now I'm getting some rotation, but just not fast enough. I've got those things. They are definitely giving off their rotation. We'll try one more time. Let's see what we got here. I think I F9'd it. My clamps, you think the clamps are doing it? Like that clamp is releasing last or something? That may be a good idea, actually. Let's see what we've got here. What if I like release this clamp first and the station like starts to lean that way and then I launch it? Yeah, what's up now, station? Let's see how that works. Let's throttle it up. I'm gonna give it full that way stick and I'm gonna launch it and see if that helps us. Give it full stick. It's still going over in the same direction. It's just something with a thrust imbalance of those freaking parts. That's so annoying. Yeah. Alright. There are other things we can do instead of solid boosters. We could use... What are we getting for each one of these? 315 times 2. We're getting about 600 thrust. That's about what a skipper gives. But the skipper would give us more weight. Directional fins. Put fins on it. I think this thing would take a lot of fins. Alright, so even though it looks like the station is balanced, KSP does not think that the station is balanced. I think that we're not going to do... launch it upside down. Much explosion, do it again. Let us see what we can do about getting rid of these things. I mean, I feel like these over here didn't have their thrust limiter set or something, but that's clearly not the case. It's just too many boosters. It's not liking that many boosters, so we shall get rid of them. And we shall go, what was that? 615 per times 8. So that would be 4 mainsails. So we're going to go with 4 mainsails. There's that. And all we have to do is do our same sort of standoff thing. Actually, I think I could do it like this. Let's use these puppies. Like that. Excellent. I'm going to put something to mount the mainsail to, which is just this little guy. We don't need to carry a lot of fuel there. Okay. Let's see if this works, because the mainsails will also give us thrust gimbaling, which I'll check the center of mass with. Oh yeah, I could have done that. It shouldn't have. The station should be balanced though, so I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and fix it with using these mainsails. There's that. Then I should be able to come over here. Should I make it dirty? I should make it dirty. Dirty. There's that. I can grab fuel lines so the mainsails have thrust. We're going to have to see how we go with the... Yes, like that. Did I get it on the launch clamps? I hope I didn't get it on the launch clamps. Yes, I'm hitting the launch clamps apparently. Look, it's attached to the launch clamp. Fan-freaking-tastic. There we go. Give me some more room to hit it. Do it. To it. No. Trying to keep it straight. Like that. Now we're going the right way. 3359, but 2.5 on the pad. That's interesting as to why it works that way. Ah, because it doesn't know when we're going to ditch these things. That's why. What's the efficiency of a mainsail? Efficiency of a mainsail is 320. The efficiency of this guy is 320. Okay, so we're not losing efficiency there. Let's see. And we're going to bust that. So here's something that's happening. 2.5 on the... Wow, we don't need that much. Is a skipper the same? 320 ASL? Yes. We could either get away with 2 mainsails or 4 skippers. Wait, now it's 0.73 thrust to weight? And now it's 1.63. There we go. That's what we needed to do. Oh no, I see what happened. Get rid of you. Put the skippers. Fix the staging because it apparently put the skippers in a different stage. 1.63 on the pad. Let's see what we can do. It's not symmetrical with only one Stay-Putnik attached. The mass of the Stay-Putnik right there will not be enough to do it. It's just not that much. Let's check RCS build aid and see. There's RCS build aid. There's engines. See, we have no unanticipated rotation from it. We should be good with this. I think. We shall see. Now we may not have enough delta V, but it doesn't know when we're going to ditch that. So that may be why it's thinking. What's the mass on this guy? 3.0 versus 6.0? Man, it's fine. Let's get rid of all these struts. There's lots of struts in Vegas, apparently. I'm going to do my little number here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get the struts. I'm going to do this. So this is advanced station launching, by the way, since we haven't even actually launched a station yet. We built a cool station, and now we're talking about how to actually get it to go to space. Let's go with that. Watch this. Custom 10. Action groups. Shutdown engine. That's going to let me shut them down before I before I ditch them. And then these guys, I can't really do anything about that, so I'm just going to take it off. So that says 3423 with a 1.7 thrust to weight. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. Save. We've got those. I almost wish we were kind of going from here to here. But that's okay. Let's just see if this thing will go to space. Oh yeah, RCS build aid. Let's check it one more time. Back to here. RCS build aid. It tells us we have no unintended rotation. It may be lying. It may be a physics bug. Let's see. We'll see. The Putnik is physicsness does not. It shouldn't. The Stay-Putnik, it weighs like 0.03, right? It's so little and the mass of the station is so big. That much drag and that much mass shouldn't be what's causing us to roll over. I can just make sure that we're launching from here. So we'll do control from here again. Let's see how this goes. Throttle up, T, panel lock. Let's go to staging good, space. Just go straight up. There we go. Wait, no. Come on, girly. Oh, you know what may be happening? It may be all the parts of the station dragging us over from a drag perspective. That may be what's going on. It may be acting like a big fin, and as long as we're down here in the atmosphere, that thing may be pulling us out. That may be what's going on. We may be trying to lawn dart. It may be pulling us back around. That is probably, I am going to go ahead and say that that's what it is. But now that we have all this gimbling from these engines down here, I think we're going to be good to go. I think we continue to lawn dart, though. Wow, she is getting squirrely. Come on now. If I can get up out of the atmosphere, if I can get to 20, then I will be good. Let's see here. I'm just trying to keep her straight up. Just stay straight up for me, girlie. Come on. Don't be doing this flipping over thing. Wow, look at that control input. I mean, I'm basically hammering down. So solutions for this, we could drag her to space. That is a lot of the problem. I think we're going to feel better. Hey, ZTag569, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy. We're trying to get this puppy into orbit. I had these grand designs on making a big station tonight. But let's see. What's my thruster weight? 2.7. Okay. 0. Ditch 'em. Let's go. Wow! What happened there? They flipped. I'm going to try to keep going straight up till 15. You know my normal launch profile is start my gravity turn at 10. I'm going to try to get a little bit more out of the suit before I start that gravity turn. And then I'm going to see if we have enough delta V to get to orbit. We may not. Still 2,000. There's 15. Let's start the gravity turn. Man, it's like it's a self-gravity turn. It wants to lawn dart so bad. Just because, luckily, it looks like the gimbling and the thinning atmosphere is helping us. And the real question now is going to be, do we have enough delta V to go circular? We may have to put some more fuel on the bottom of her in bigger engines. More fuel, bigger engines. I'm going to say that that's what was happening. I'm going to say that it was the atmospheric drag pulling us over on our side like that because we have so many parts up here that were causing drag, and it was trying to flip the lawn dart over. It all depends on whether or not this gets to 50. We're going to see. I'm not thinking I have enough either, though. I agree with you. Because before we weren't burning that fuel. We were burning the fuel in the solid boosters. There's 50. Turn and burn. If I can get that to about 75 when I still have about 1,000 there. Yeah, we don't have enough delta V to make an orbit. I can already tell you because this number plus this number needs to be about 2,300. And I will tell you when this gets up to where it should be, there's 74, 75. Let's coast, but watch. When I plan this node, 740 plus 1,200 is only 1,900. I need that to be about 30. I need that to be about 23, I mean. So we're going to need more delta V for her. But we did figure out what the problem is. There's that. I'm going to do this just to see. There we go. That's an APO of 109. Let's bring it less. That's an APO of 51. This is just a dirty orbit. 72. Survey says this should be about 1,300. 1,291, yeah. And we only have 740, and there's not any fuel that we haven't locked, is there? It's interesting that it burned that fuel already. Oh, I took that fuel out. Alright, so it's going to take some tweaking. Hopefully we're learning some stuff here, though. Let us go back to the vehicle assembly, because we need more delta V. Before, the solid boosters carry their own fuel, and so that was not what we really needed. Or actually, that was what we needed. Now we're actually burning out the fuel. But we need that thrust vectoring. We could always do this. No, we don't want to do that. We could always put more fuel here. That gives us 3582. We could always put more fuel in these guys. But slowly but surely our thrust weight's going to be going down. We know we can fix it. We know how to fix it, right? We've got mainsails at our disposal. We could always go with that. so that we have freaking serious thrust. And once I have serious thrust, 2.49, I can actually fill these tanks up all the way again. 2.43. Oops. There we go, 38.22. But that thinks that we're going to be using those mainsails the whole way. It still doesn't think that that's enough. I don't want to put fuel in here because I won't have a way to use it very easily. Asparagus staging. It's good. Let's see here. I can definitely do it. I can do a thing on asparagus staging whenever we do the launch tutorial. I don't do it as often, especially this design wouldn't be great for asparagus. We're trying to utilize these big fuel tanks, which would never be gotten rid of. And so asparagus staging, the engines themselves, isn't that big of a deal. I wonder, you know, I bet you we could get by with 3 mainsails, and that would bump up our delta V as well. So let's try 3x symmetry. No. Let's try 3x symmetry on the mainsails. Do it like this. I'm going to have to fix those fuel lines as well, it looks like. That doesn't look right. 1.07. What did it screw up? 3x symmetry made it 1.07? Really? That's a significant difference. I guess that is a lot of thrust to lose. So let's go back to 4. There we go. That's back to 4. That's 206. And everything's full up, right? We can always put more fuel in here. I'm just stacking these tanks up. 1.97, 39.85. I think we're going to go with that. Let's try with that. He's a proponent of potato staging. Do bamboo staging. I just don't think we don't need it here because we don't have a lot of tankage and stuff. The fuel lines weren't right? Oh, you're right. The fuel lines weren't. But that shouldn't have changed my delta V on the launch pad. My thrust to weight on the launch pad. Let's just go with this. Let's just go with this. Get this puppy launched. We've been talking about it now. We now have 30 minutes left. Big boy. I'm not going to feed you. I know what you are. I'm not going to feed you. Let's see here. I think maybe we can get to space with this. I'm not sure. We're going to find out, though. There's that. There's that. Panel lock. SAS engage. Crap. That's not good. That's not good at all. I didn't reset those in the action groups. Whatever. We'll just actually when I decouple them, they won't have fuel, so they'll instantly turn off. Yeah, all right. I don't have to worry about it. Since there's no fuel in those tanks, as soon as I decouple these guys, the fuel lines there will break, and they will turn off. They won't go crashing into the station. So, 3, 2, 1, space. Look at it trying to lawn dart. Come on, give me the control. Don't lawn dart on me. Don't flip over. Just let me handle this. Just let me get back north. Come on, girly. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. Just let me go straight up now. Alright, now I'm going to manually keep this thing straight up because we've got so much freaking mass up here. Or sorry, so much drag up here. It is trying to lawn dart. And what I want to do is wait until this gets, I think maybe by the time that I ditch 500 of this delta V, maybe we'll be high enough. Maybe I want to ditch those around 15,000. Let's see where we are when we get to 15,000. The launch needs more far. Then we would put it behind the rockets. Uh-oh, come on now. Come on. Wow. We would put this thing behind us and we would put our thrust up in front of us, Soul. We'd build something that like puts those engines way the heck up there, and they would drag it to orbit instead of putting the engines down on the bottom like this. That is what I would do, I guarantee you. Let's see here. I'm continuing to climb. I've got 6,000. I'm doing those manual control inputs. We're up to 2.49 now. Let me throttle this puppy all the way up. That'll give me more gimbaling as well. Wow, look at it. It does not. We're going too fast as well. That's not helping with the lawn darting. I guarantee you. That's 28. All right. Let me see if I can't ditch those guys. That's fine with me. Am I falling back? That's okay. I'll be okay. We were going too fast anyways. And now I'm going to, at 15,000 feet, start my gravity turn. I already feel, look at, I don't have to give it as much control anymore. We're getting up out of the soup. So when I get to 15, I'll start my gravity turn here, which is this way apparently. Let's see if it may flip us over on our tail here. I want to take it really easy here because with all this drag up top, oh, I wonder how our lights look. With all this drag up top, it just does not want us to. It does not want us to go straight. It wants us to flip over on our tails. But I'm just trying to. Where's my eccentricity? There, inclination. I mean, let's try to get that down to 0 so we can have a nice flat orbit. 7.9, 7.8. I'll take it. 7.6. Need to gravity turn more now. I did a really shallow gravity turn because I wanted to get way up out of the soup, right? 2. I'll take that. There's my 45 degrees. Now I'm watching. We're feeling better about this. I'm feeling better about this because look at this. See? How are these guys getting pulled? I don't understand why those tanks are empty. Oh well, whatever. Let's see here. Trying to get this up to 50, then we're going to turn and burn into our orbit. 3, 2, 2, 4, 2, 3. Doing a lot of stuff here. Saw a message pop up. Let's see here. That's not good. I'm trying to fix the inclination. A lot of stuff to look at. Trying to keep this down near 0. Trying to get this up to 50 before I turn and burn. Oh, it's already time to turn and burn. Let's do it right now. There we go. We've got 1900. I'm feeling so much better because look at where we are, right? We've got 1800 there. We've already got 800. That's more than 2300. So I'm feeling good about this launch already. I am definitely feeling much better about it. And I think I'll be able to get it in a nice inclination here. Near 0. I'm going to put this up at 80. I feel like I have the delta V for it. Look at that. 1500 plus 1100 is more than 2300. So we're looking really, really, really good here. Let's see. There's 67. We got all this thrust. I like it a lot. Wow. Now it's so hard to get exactly 0 inclination on the launch. All I'm doing is burning north and south of the equator here. The line. Up and down of the line, I should probably say. Not north and south of the equator. To try and keep this number near 0. There's 85. Wow, I was going for 80. Meh, 85. We got the delta V for this. We got a launch here, ladies and gentlemen. There's that. Add maneuver on the apoapse. Thank you, precise node. Did I get that right? Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and give it delta V until we get to an apoapse. That's an apoapse in 90. Let's back it off. And there's the flip. This should be 85, 85, close enough. About 86, it looks like. 846, 1051. That's an orbit. So let's see here. By the way, can y'all follow my mouse? Do I need like a big Mickey Mouse globe on my mouse or something? So that y'all can see what I'm pointing at? Because I'm like, this number plus this number looks good to me. 38-second burn. Half of 38 is 15 plus 4, which is 19. Add a second for the engine spool up. That's 20. So we're going to start this burn at T-minus 20. Whew. I think our other modules will be a lot more easily launched. In fact, we may put 2 of them in one launch, just because. So I think the interesting thing here is that we didn't actually have to design a lifter, right? We just launched the space station using its own fuel tanks, plus some other things that we had to deal with. But I think we're looking good. Wow, the way the station is, I can't see the number. What did I say? 15 plus 4, 20 seconds. Let's fast forward. After I get this guy in orbit, I will check the chat. Because I've been trying to launch this guy so much, I've been trying to check the chat. Wow, look at those arms bend whenever I put that. You can see it bend backwards when I put all that thrust against it. Because look at this, 3.09 delta V. Jeez, oh Pete. That's freaking awesome. More delicious Dr. Pepper. That inclination's going off, though. Come on, inclination. And we are going to go ahead and stop the burn in another 300. Just a number to remember. When you're getting up to about 80, this number is always about 2300. And you can always be looking at your launch and say, wow, what's this plus my remaining delta V? Am I going to make it or not? There we go. Look at it go. Wow, 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 wow. What are we? 86 by 81. 85 by 86.5. That's good enough. That's something I can deal with. So look at that. There is our station. That is a... I almost wish that it was circled. It looks kind of weird because it's like a square with a rounded corner. But that looks pretty freaking cool with the sun behind her, doesn't it? That's awesome. Let's see here. And we got lights there. I mean, it almost looks like those... It's all good. Whatever. It's still a... We'll call it the orbital oval or something. I'm currently pointing prograde. Let's go back on in and let's point her north. And we will get her done this way. We need to do some more launches because there's no way I'm building 3 more modules in 20 more minutes. So here's what we're going to do. I try to... Wow, she turns good too. I try to limit the Space Academy sessions to around 2 hours. This one is definitely going to go a little bit more than 2 hours. If you've budgeted 2 hours of your time tonight to watch the Space Academy, we definitely spent a lot of time talking about this station and getting it into orbit. It is definitely a more complicated station, and we will see if we can't get one module docked with her before we get going, because then it'll be kind of ad infinitum. We'll just be adding more and more. That's not north. This is north. Then it'll just be kind of more of the same, a rendezvous, a dock, a rendezvous, a dock. So if you did just budget 2 hours and you need to take off, that's totally cool. Let us see here. Uh-oh, who was that? Nigel, I bet that is. Thanks for the follow, and welcome to Kerbal Space Academy, Nigel. Let's see here. I am going to flatten out. Remember, my orbital ops, I like pointing north. There we go. That's north. And let us call this station officially launched. What do we have the name as? We had the name as something like rename vessel. KSA Station Core. Hey, that's fine. We'll go ahead and call it a station, and we'll go from there. Let's go build some more stuff. Let me... I could deorbit this guy right now. In fact, I am going to deorbit this because I think on our science station... Call it Levelicious. I think on our science station we're going to want to... how are we on battery? Is he full up? Let me make sure he's full up. And then I'll deorbit this part. Snake Who Stands, also with the follow. Welcome to the Academy, Snake Who Stands. Is that a reference to someone? Something? I don't know. Let us get this guy, engineer. Take you off. Let's undock him. So I just did an F5. I did the quick save. Always quick save before you think that your station's good to go. I'm going to do decouple node. He got pushed away or something. I'm not sure exactly what just happened to him. He's rotating. But let's go ahead and point him retrograde. Very slowly because I'm using this guy's little command torque to... Oh my goodness. I don't know what that force was that kicked him off of there, but no more rotational force. And then let's turn on physics warp, I guess, so that he turns faster. Something definitely caused him. Alright, then we'll turn off physics warp. I'm just getting this piece of space junk out of here. Lucas RVC Axion, also thanks for the follow. I kind of feel like somebody sent me some new people here, which I totally appreciate. Let me see this. I feel like I'm going. I feel like I could have put some of this fuel in the station. Later station. Wow, that was fast. Jeez. We got away from that station with a quickness. There goes that piece. It still looks like the engines are going. Huh. But here is our station, folks, and that is actually a pretty cool looking station, if you don't mind my saying. Let's go build some more parts for it. We have no fuel in it. That's okay, it has no engines on it. Back to the Space Center. Let me get caught up with chat here. I've been totally slacking on the chat. I imagine there were some questions that came. Surveys, mostly overkill, bamboo staging. Okay, I've definitely seen that before. Launch means more far. Soul. You know something? If you want me to send you the craft file and you can launch this in your game and get it working with far, that would be a cool thing to see. The design works. Side mass should be right on top of the thrust. You are right. That is how you should feel, Levelicious. It would have been a lot more stable if we took that mass off the side and we put it down at the bottom where all the thrust was, and we kind of kept it in the core there. DOS 2014. Fins. Haha. Everything is okay. We have Dr. Pepper. That's what he said, indeed. Can't wait for the gravity turn. We made it, Harry Bucket, just so you know. Tomorrow, can we do a space move? We go to a space station and dock and resupply the space station with Dr. Pepper. That's what we do every time we go. What do you think the snacks are? Anyways, it's totally Dr. Pepper. Dr. 1800. That's not right. All right, following the mouse. Good. I will not screw with the mouse. It looks like... Yes, okay, Bob. White Chevy overloaded. Have time to supply the station. All right. Multiple inherit. Anyone else use DMP? You want to use DMP, Soul Wager? Do you want to come help me do this stuff? That may be something we could try sometimes. There we were talking about that. Vicia Pumpkin. I did interplanetary transfers last night. The next interplanetary transfer will be next week. So I'm going to get a schedule posted up. If you follow me on Twitter, this thing will be spamming you with the Twitter link on occasion. But if you follow me on Twitter, I always post a couple hours before, I guess tweet is the right word. I tweet what I'm going to be doing that night, and then you could get caught up on when the next interplanetary session is going to be. There will be one next week, though. Want to dock about 8th orbit above KSC. Yes, above Kerbal, India is what I go with. Kick my apps. Yep. Kerputnik. Nope. We're good. Close encounter. Yep. Awesome station. Yep. Resupply Dr. Pepper. You keep saying that. You need forums. My successes and failures. Have the craft file. Awesome Hitman. That's something I've been thinking about doing, putting craft files up. So let's see if we can't get another thing done here. And get it launched up there and get it docked in the next 20 minutes. We'll see how that goes. Ay. We had so much trouble with that launch. That's a lesson learned. That's the station core. I am going to go ahead and start building the next thing right here. Station complete. Here's a trick I use. I do something called station complete, and I save it, and I actually build my station as it's going to be in space from this. So you can see here we have this awesome floating station in the VAB. Let's go ahead and put the science and engineering part on it. And to do that, I am going to start with what I can't start with, a big docking plate. Where are you? There you go. Excelente. Cool. So watch what I'm doing, right? 20 minutes not going to happen. If I had forums, that may be a good... Yeah, I guess I might need that, actually. I may need to get some forums or something. Let's see here, the science section. What do we need to do for the science section? Do we want to put like 4 science labs up there, or maybe just 1 science lab and then a big drive section? We'll put the scientists back by the engines, maybe. That is definitely science. We could put something coming off of it. Let's do something like this, because I also want like an engine cluster sort of deal. Maybe all their experiments go wacky whenever we fire up these engines, because it's like and they shake all the experiments out of out of existence. What can we do to make this cool? I mean, gosh, I'm such a fan of this number. This makes me happy as a person. Launching something that looks like that. It looks a little wacky, though. I almost feel like we need the same sort of... Maybe 4 science labs? You don't need 4 science labs, though. Here's what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the science station... Hey, Lunar Nation. Lunar Nation. It takes me a minute sometimes to get the names. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Kerbal Space Academy, Lunar Nation. I think what I'm going to do, we're not going to put the scientists down here. We're just going to make this the drive section, right? And it's going to look something like that, because I think that looks awesome when you make things look like that. And we will give this thing a little bit of fuel, just so that it can kind of self-maintain. Let's grab this. Let's do this. Let's put a little bit of fuel here. Also, SMA Whiteman? SMA Hitman, maybe? I don't know, man. I'm so bad at reading the names. I apologize when I flub you up, but, geez, thanks for the follow there. That looks terrible. That looks hideous. I wonder if we could do something that has no fuel on it. DK raid. Is that what's going on here? We got a DK raid happening? Dude. Everybody who's coming over from DK. Wow, there's probably going to be a lot of people. Thanks for coming over. We are building a drive section for they just keep going and going. We're building a drive section to do station keeping on our big station here. I'm actually going to launch just these 2 at a time. What do you mean? Haroon Bob? Haroony Bob? I just call you Bob. You said call me Bob. DK, dude, welcome. And thanks for the freaking raid, man. That's awesome. We're already over 61 people. That's freaking awesome. And a bunch of new followers. CNC Master. CNC Master, that stuff is so freaking useful. I am getting this station core done here. So let me see. Maybe it looks cool like this. I'm going to keep... Oh, I just don't like how that looks. Alright, so design requirement. Station core does not have its own fuel. The drive section does not have its own fuel. And that's what we're going to say. Jeez, how many freaking follows is this? The freaking follow... Brendan Sill, Hazy Gaming? Holy crap. Welcome, everybody. I assume you're coming over from the freaking DK raid. DK, you're freaking awesome, man. Everybody that's coming over, thank you. I'm going to be thanking people. I'm never going to get this thing finished. I'm not going to complain about that, though, honestly. Oh, my gosh. I wish I could just put a little something in there. What can I put in there to make it... This just looks dumb. I don't like how that looks. I guess we could get by with that. Not a huge fan of it. Let's toss it over there. Let's put that back up there. Let's put a little probe core on there. You know, as we do. I almost need to just save this little dude as a subassembly, right? Is that flat? Nope, one more tick. Always put him on the dorsal side as well. There we go. Let's grab our Stay Putnik. Oh my gosh. So many freaking follows. Go Texas. Hey, dude, freaking Texas. New Taxos. Wait, somebody just said Texas over there, but then somebody said Taxos over here. Wow. There's that guy. I like him that way. Let me do this. Let me put this here. Let me put that like that. That's good enough. All right, we're just going to keep going with this. I mean, wow, there's so many freaking people here. So many people came over. That's so freaking cool. Engrave all the followers' names on the engine. I almost can't read them fast enough. Tesla Max also following. Wow. That is freaking crazy. DK, dude, I think this is mostly you're doing. You're freaking awesome for bringing all your peeps over here, man. Thank you so much. We've already got this station up here in orbit. We're trying to get the engine core made for it. We're going to do this in 2 launches here. Yeah, totally detachable engines. We've got basically this right here is already launched. Everything you see here is launched into a nice 85 by 85 orbit, roughly. And we're going to send some additional modules up there and install them with a robotic arm. A robotic probe, I think it is. So here we've got this, which is good. And we don't need anything else on that. Let me take this guy. We're going to put this here. We're going to have this the KSA station drive section. Excellent. Save it. Bring it back. Put it there. Let's design the orbital Hilton. What we did for everybody that's just coming in, wow. We are, yeah, I was on Twitch Thursday as well. They got my freaking follower alerts coming in. Oh my gosh. They got my my Mega Maid feature that I posted on Twitch, and I think they have got that up for Twitch Thursdays. They're freaking taking good care of me, I'll tell you what. That's so cool. I'm going to design the orbital Hilton. What we did was we started the stream off. Saruman, 1984. Thanks for the follow, man. I'll promise not to throw any rings in your fire and make you crumble upon yourself. In a very physics-ignoring crumbling, by the way. That got on my nerves. My eyes of a physics student made me want to die when I saw the tower crumbling like that. Here I am going to put a science section like this. What I'm doing now for everybody that just came in, I'm building another module for the station. This module is going to be the orbital Hilton, the place where all the Kerbals stay when they come and visit. And we are going to... Oh, this is going to be cool. We've already got the fuel section. I've already built the drive section down there. We're going to launch the orbital Hilton and the drive section in one launch and use a robotic probe to attach them. So let's get that done. Dude, I'm more entertaining. Dude, I appreciate it. You guys are freaking awesome. Wow. Yeah, and totally. Freak, post that link over there, man. The Humble Bundle game, that's freaking awesome. Go for it. Orbital Hilton, Focus DOS. This stream is going to go longer because so many people just came in. I'm definitely not shutting down Kerbal Space Academy at 10 o'clock, given that it's 10:02. Let's do this.